The trick of pulling the fuse on your fuel pump, you can look at your owner's manual. I want to emphasize a couple of things. One, you are going to get a little bit of fuel out of your lines. They won't be dry, so make sure to be doing this in a place where you have good airflow and you're not sucking gasoline fumes like crazy. It's not good for you at all. Make sure to pull the fuse on your fuel pump and run your motor until it stops. That will burn as much fuel as possible in your fuel lines. Plus, if you don't do that, the fuel in your fuel lines not only will be full, but they'll be under pressure as well. So you're going to get gas all over if you don't do that. It's really not a good idea. I had a little bit of cardboard under this to soak up any of the extra that did spill out. So I was able to clean that up really easily, just pull the cardboard out. You can see the lines are in place. Where that rubber connection is, where the rubber hose is between the metal fuel line and the fuel filter, I found it fused down really hard and weren't easily coming off. So what I ended up doing was taking a small flat-bladed screwdriver, very carefully working it between the hose and the nozzle on the fuel filter to kind of break that seal. And then I could tell as soon as it broke free because I could start to rotate the hose on the fuel filter pipe itself and then slowly worked its way off. So worked them off, quickly stuck it onto the new fuel filter to try to reduce as much spillage as possible and get it into place. Put the bracket back on. Now all I need to do is put the cover back on and we're going to be done there, and then carefully lower the car back down off the jack stands in the reverse order that I put it up. So I'll get the cover on and then we'll show the last part. The cover is back on. You've got the 3 8mm bolts, and then you've got those 2 kind of hat nuts. They kind of look like a wizard's hat, kind of, sort of, that are also 8mm to put that cover back on. I also double checked that all of my hose clamps were tight to make sure that there was no issues there. And we're back looking at taking the car down off the jacks. So just reverse the process that you did before. So what I would do is I put my jack under that rear, jack it up, take out the jack stand, lower that side, come back, put my jack under this side, take out this jack stand, and lower the car. So with that done, what you're going to want to do is fire the car up and check for any leaks. But make sure that you don't have any leaks coming out from any of your connections that you've made. The car may stumble a little bit at first when you first fire it up because you've got fuel that's still being pumped through the hoses and through your fuel filter that needs to be refilled. So it may stutter a little bit, so if it does, don't worry. When it charges the system, it may not stutter at all. So just something to call out. All right, so take your car off the jacks, fire it up, make sure it runs, and you're good to go. Back in after successfully starting the car, and it ran just fine after changing the fuel filter.